Hey guys, welcome to another week. Hot seat. Hobo, how's it going?
Great.
Better now that we found Colin.
Yeah, he was wandering around like a fucking drunk.
Yeah. Good evening, fellas. Good to see you.
Howdy, sir.
How's it going?
Yeah, not good. I just had a few loose ends that I had to tie up there, and I expected they like jump on, get a chat like it was wrapped about 15 minutes beforehand, but I had this crazy phone call came in, and as I say, took care of it, but all good now. And the other good thing is that tomorrow I got to hit the doctor's like 10 o'clock. So tomorrow I don't have to get up at 5 a.m. So
nice.
I can extend my stay. Let's just say that, you know.
Yeah.
So
And
that means you're gonna be up till 6 a.m. again drunk.
Oh no, I got to go to the doctor's like 10. I've been waiting on this appointment for a while for my back.
I was fasting, I swear.
Cheers.
Okay. How come your blood test came out with Miller Lite? What the fuck?
Yeah. Miller Lite and a slice of bacon.
Yeah, so tonight, guys, we have a special episode where we have one of our chat participants hop on. I don't even think. Do you have a grill? You don't have a grill, even, right? Or do you?
No.
Nope.
No, I can go into that as we go forward. But I've had grills, yes. You know, right now I don't have one like for ready access, but I do put my kitchen to good use. You know.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm quite fond of putting stuff together, and always have been for a long time. But the grill situation, we'll see what happens come the summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I was typing.
That was me. I was leaving a comment for my friend Squonk.
Okay.
Sorry. I didn't want to say it out loud.
So it's a little different tonight. It's not like a cooking channel that we normally do. I'm trying to get more comfy on my chair. It has wheels on it, so it rolled right away from me. I'm back.
You gotta get one of those plastic mats.
Oh, then
Quit
I'm really
fucking up the hardwoods.
Yeah, I'm really gonna roll away.
Yeah, I got this one's got wheels on it, you know. I just gotta be careful because sometimes the screws come loose. I don't want to end up on my ass, especially after a few beers talking to you guys, you know.
I've done that.
You know, and then you know, especially when the laughter starts, that's when you gotta be careful. When you gotta extend yourself. You know. No, it's been a few great nights. That's for sure.
So, Colin, do you have you weren't in the private chat before we started long enough where we can go over some of the stuff.
Where is he? Where did he? Anybody see Colin?
We were calling everybody. Called a bunch of people. Do you have a charity that you like at all?
Charity? Charity that I like. If I was given anything, I would give it to Priest for Life. Father Frank Pavone.
Sorry, what was that?
Priest for Life. Father Frank Pavone.
Priests for Life?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a .com or a .org or a .what?
I think it's .com.
You didn't just register this, right? It's a real thing?
Oh, no, this is real. Yeah.
I was waiting until Hobo had a sip of something.
I took a tiny sip. I'm smarter than this. Keep trying.
.com or .org.
And I got like 3 gallons of bourbon if these super shots come flying through.
Awesome.
Okay, it's a .org.
Yep, .org. Beg your pardon. Yeah,
I see it.
Father Frank Pavone, P-A-V.
So read the charity, Rob. Or whatever it says. There should be a mission statement
activating the church to end abortion.
There you go.
Always,
So that's where we're going to give.
always deep stuff for me, guys. Never adult.
So what we do is every time we have one of the shows, 10% of all the super chats go to the charity of the guest's choice. So tonight we're doing priestforlife.org. You guys can check that out. I'll put a link in the description so it's there forever. Yeah, and we'll give 10% of any super chats that come through right to that. Also, anything over $20, we'll make Hobo drink some bourbon, and I'll take a big old swig of. I'm a beer guy only, so it's not as fun for me.
Me too, Rob.
I'm drinking alcohol. Y'all are drinking water. Gotcha. Why don't we just all spin around on a bat and try to run to first base, but I'll be the only one spinning around the bat. Oh, Jesus Christ. I knew this guy. He said hi to me on the Griddle Guys thing, and now he's come. This is going to be a couple weeks in a row.
There he is again.
Good man, dude.
All right, David, I'll give you a choice. Old Granddad or Ezra Brooks. Type it in the chat. I'm going to take this stupid fucking bottle condom off. Can't take shots like that.
What do you got, mate? Hobo, you got bourbon, or you still got the grandpa's? Remember?
No, old Granddad is bourbon, but
right.
These are airline bottles. They just look big because of the relativity to the camera.
Yeah, we got some people in the chat, some regulars. David Fogg, as you just saw. Justin DeWin, we got Lip, Bobby Canton, Jason Cleveland, Everett Barbecue, Grumpus on Fire, Ski Girly, Keith Bettag, said your name right. Daddy Dutch, Skinner Farms, Alex Bear.
Hey, Skinner. Hey, Daddy.
We'll run through them again in a little bit.
Hey, Keith. Hey, Jason. Hey, Joe.
Yeah, we're going to do the same kind of format we've been doing. We're going to talk to Colin here for about 15, 20 minutes. We'll play the hot picks of the week. We'll talk to Colin another 10, 15 minutes or so. And then we'll do 5 minutes with Keith. And then we'll allow the audience to start asking some questions one-on-one up on the screen if you want. We'll put the StreamYard link out there. Or you can just ask questions in the chat.
All right, David didn't give me a choice or give me an answer, so he's getting the OGD.
Yeah, guys, go ahead.
Mostly because it's fucking lower proofed, I think.
Hey, David, just send me an email, rob at Mr.HomeOwner.com.
All right, so Colin, for the people who don't know, because we can't just keep bantering here, tell us about your journey from where you're from and how you ended up here. And I'm going to sit back for the next 45 minutes and just literally mail this show in.
Filibuster.
Do you mean here is in on the barbecue channels, or here is in Virginia?
Nobody gives a shit about that. Just him, his life story.
Well, I was wondering if you're going to wonder how he found us.
Nobody cares about that.
Maybe
You care about that, but he doesn't.
Maybe we can kind of touch on both and
maybe we'll do a little bit of both.
intertwine.
Right, you go, Colin. Your turn.
As far as being here tonight and finding you guys and all you great guys in the chat, I just I always watch stuff on YouTube. Going back through the years, and I love to cook. And
Hobo, he's answering my question first, even though you asked him the question before I did.
I will retract. But no, I somehow ran across a cooking channel with Keith Bettag, and I just started watching all his videos, and started going back over his videos over the years, and then to cut a long story short, moving forward, and then, what, a year ago or whatever it was, the lives chats started with Keith. And it was always Keith on there by himself, just answering a lot of questions, coming in on chat, and it was great fun. And I used to make time out of my day to go and see when it was going to come on at night. And then lo and behold, all of a sudden, Rob, Hobo, everybody else, and here we are. Here we are now. It was awesome. I've been able to and had the privilege to subscribe to a lot of people's channels now. Gosh, if I can get these all, subscribe to these all. What's as Keith always says, we're a family here, and no, it's been awesome. I just wish I had the same opportunity as what I had probably about 3-4 years ago. Where I had my own setup and stuff. To be able to go, and try and put something together myself. But you know what? That'll come up. That'll come down the line. So we just keep rolling and keep marching. But as far as me hitting the United States, sorry, if I'm doing a filibuster, you gotta let me know. Right?
No, we love the filibuster.
Right.
Me and Rob don't have to say shit for the next 2 hours.
I'm doing a Ted Cruz here. Love him.
You can even ask yourself questions, and we won't say a word.
Yeah. As far as coming to America, obviously my accent's still pretty strong. Although, believe it or not, it's pretty mellow. And I don't want to make that sound like an oxymoron, but maybe Jason Cleveland will know that because he's been up in my neck of the woods. As far as being in Ireland and being in Northern Ireland, but no, first time like Hobo and Rob, I told you before, and everybody else who's been on these late night chats, and may I say, late night chats. I was only a young kid back in the 80s, 86. Came over 11, about a few months short of my 12th birthday. Came to, as I told you before, Pennsylvania, Schuylkill County area. Stayed with a good family there in a little town called Ashland, pure coal mining town, and I stayed there for the whole summer. Wonderful experience, Took me to New York, took me to the World Trade Center, took me to the Statue of Liberty, took me to Washington, D.C., took me to the White House. Only stuff as a young boy growing up in Ireland you could ever dream of, America was always the bright lights, especially back then, Back then it took 5-6 weeks to get a letter. If you wrote a handwritten letter from here to go to Ireland, as I say, 5 or 6 weeks it would have took to go across. But anyway, back, done my high schooling, as most guys do, in the area that I lived in Ireland, came out of high school, done a few work programs, and then just went straight to work, and worked in superstores and, the equivalent of Wegmans or Giant, when I was young, very, very young. And done that for a few years. And then when I was 24, the opportunity came up again to come back to the United States. And that was in the year 2000. And I grasped it with both hands. And I had a job with a Hyatt Hotel in Dulles, right by Dulles Airport in Washington, D.C. Well, Dulles is actually situated in Virginia, but it's like maybe 35 minutes outside D.C. And I came back, worked in the Hyatt Hotel, worked on around the kitchen, did the room service, helped out, the chefs whenever they needed it. I kind of done everything. And that was 2000. In 2000, I was 24, 2 weeks short of my 25th birthday. And you
didn't work at the bar there at the hotel?
Yeah, done a bit of cocktail waiter, and made some good money. That was even before September the 11th, obviously 2000. It was a year before, and I was making good money, and got an apartment across the street, had a couple of roommates, and just rolled on from there, and that's been coming up now this September. It'll be 21 years, and in that time, I love the country, and I've came, I'll always be Irish, but I'm Irish American or American Irish. I took my citizenship, and I would like to think I don't know everything, but I like to think I'm patriotic for the country. I love our military. I love our police.
We're going to find out. We're going to find out how much you do know.
Yeah,
we're
but
find out what you know when people
I might know a lot, but I might not know what's going to be asked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, that was my filibuster. But it might not be over yet.
Well, so where are you now? What state and what area?
I'm still in Virginia, but because of circumstances, I moved. I'm not in West Virginia, but I moved a little further west, if you know what I mean, for affordability. And I'm actually in a town called Lovettsville, which is about 3 miles from Brunswick, which is in Maryland. Which, also for probably a name that'll probably ring a bell that people are more familiar with. I'm about 5 miles from Harper's Ferry, and that's great historical significance. I'm about 55 minutes from Gettysburg, and I would say about 40 minutes from Antietam, two great places to visit, as far as history and Civil War is concerned. And if anybody likes trails and walking and just getting out there, just getting out into the country, it's a good place to be. The only thing that the downside of it, by God, do I put miles on my car, because because like I told you in casual conversation before, guys, it's like, for me to get into my place of work, it's 45 minutes, which is not terrible. But then the actual place where I work, like I would have said, the VA chick in Darnell, I think they're from down around there, and like I always mentioned before, is down in Alexandria. So I'm right down by Mount Vernon, the home of George Washington, our first president. I pass it every day. You know what I mean? So nice. Yeah, I got about a 3-hour commute every day, and that does not count driving in between jobs. Yeah, but some good eats down there. Up and down Route 1, Richmond Highway. Yeah, some good places, and there's one place I go to at least once a week, and it's a Peruvian chicken joint.
Okay.
And they just, it's simple, but they just cook it up so good and so fresh, And plus, they always look after me when I go on. They always give me a free bottle of Rio Grande, the old soda, and they never charge me for that, and it's just it's just one of my favorite little things to do, at least once in a week. Can't do it every day. Got to watch the waistline, Yeah, but no, there you are, eh? Yeah, so
nice
filibuster.
Yeah. Well, hey, we're about 25 minutes in already.
Seriously?
Yeah. Let me just about time for hot picks of the week.
Colin's like, fuck, I was about to run out of shit to say.
Yeah.
I could keep going.
I know. Yep. Hey, Rob, here's the thing that's fucking me up all night. This right here is the exact location of where that window that I have is. And I keep thinking, why the fuck is there sunlight coming in? It's dark.
That's true. That's a good observation.
That's why I turned the camera, because it was like fucking me up.
All right. So every week we pick 3 different videos off of YouTube that have been posted in the past week. And then we pair pictures of that with crazy music that makes you want to jump around and go crazy. If you have headphones on, turn down the volume a little bit. So these 3 videos, you can also send in videos or pictures of your cooks. If you go to barbecuehotseat.com, that link's down in the description. Send in pictures of stuff you cooked this past week, and we'll include that in Hot Picks of the Week. So let's take it on the right page here. These are videos I thought were pretty cool, and here we are featuring them on the Hot Picks of the Week.
Awesome.
Fuck, you caught me.
Yeah,
you need to cut that off sooner. My arms got tired because I was like, all right, last picture.
Yeah, those all look pretty good. Now, Colin, if you're paying attention, which one of those 3 cooks, I should have warned you, which one of those 3 cooks looked the best? Do you remember any of them?
Just say the second one, and then you'll be in the middle.
I think they all look good.
Okay, there you go.
I saw pork loin in there.
The pork loin one? Yeah, that was
good.
Postal Barbeque.
Yeah, but they, gosh, they all look awesome. But no, the one that sticks out, just for as my visual goes, was the pork loin came up there. Yeah.
Yep.
No, awesome. Fucking all of them. Fair play to anybody, you know. We're putting that up.
Fair play.
Great music as well, eh?
Yeah, dance around.
Give me flashbacks to my ill-spent youth.
I get PTSD every week from this fucking music.
Right? Me too.
Yeah, so you guys can catch any of those videos, all 3 of those videos, down in the description at the very bottom there. There's links to each of those videos. If you go and watch them, tell them we sent you. And yeah, I think you'll enjoy them. Subscribe to those people if you haven't already, if you like their stuff.
Agreed. Everything music is banging. So it was like fucking. I was moving all over the place there. Hobo gave the right explanation. The music.
Yeah.
I'm tired now. I have to go nap. I'll be back.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So let's see. So we know where you live. We know how you got here. We know that you found Keith first.
Yeah.
And then he kind of led you to us recently. You're watching Keith for a couple of years, I bet, though, right? You said?
Yeah, I would say about 3.5 years. Yeah, okay. About 3.5 years. And 3.5 years and a lot of beers.
Yeah.
You know? And that's how I first tried hams.
Yeah.
I saw it one day, you know, and I went, fuck, that's the stuff that Keith drinks on the show. And this was before, you know, any of us ever chatted. And it was the larger cans, like the pint cans, 16 ounce. They had them in 6-packs in like Food Lane. I said, fuck, let's go try them. And it was like $5 or something and change, you know. And I got them. It was on a Saturday night. I got two packs, you know.
Yep.
Talk about an adjustment to a different beer. I slightly suffered the next day.
Oh, man, I can
But that's
imagine.
not to say it wasn't good. But it
Yeah.
was, from what I normally hit on. I gave up the
Yep.
Guinness. I gave up the Guinness. Well, I'm not
All
going
right.
to gave it up, but like we joked. I think it was the other night. I
We
joked. I used to be a champion Guinness drinker, but not anymore.
we Americanized you.
Yeah, exactly. No, I
Now,
was
did you used to drink Guinness warm?
over in Ireland. It wasn't warm, but it was, you could say, lukewarm. Me and the lads used to go out.
Or like
Friday night. They'd have poured you the original pint of Guinness, but then as everybody knows, the cold flow came in. Where it came out cold off the keg, but then
right.
then as everybody knows as well, you got those cold flow cans now that have the little ball inside the can, which somehow
Oh, yeah.
helps keep it smooth and draft. But I'll be honest with you, I love that Guinness. But if I'm going out to buy it, I'm going to buy the old original bottles. And
Yep.
just going back to your question, everything's got to be cold for me now. There's no more lukewarm.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a bad 7-Eleven coffee. You know what I mean? When it's cold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, so everything's got to be cold now. My beers, everything else. My Miller Shite, as I always call it.
Hey, Rob, check your phone. I don't know if you got the link I sent you, or not a link, but an article.
Okay.
If you can pull it up on Wikipedia, I'm curious if either of the two of you have heard of what this thing is.
Let's see. I don't know. Huh.
It's a northern Pennsylvania thing, which is ironic as shit to me.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
What is it, guys?
It's what a squonk is, and I think I'm pronouncing that properly.
Squonk.
It's a northern Pennsylvania, like gobbledygook or some shit. I have no idea.
I'm sure the Jersey Devil would probably tear it up.
Maybe, or Skinner Farms might know. Well, what's a squonk?
Well, there's a guy I'm assuming a guy. I'm not going to gender fucking identify you. There's a person in the chat called Squonk's Tears.
Oh.
And I had to Google what the hell a squonk was, and then it's like so niched into a specific thing. I was like, what the hell?
That's what I was trying to. So that plastic piece is called a widget in the Guinness.
Yeah. There you go. Widget. I couldn't remember.
I thought it was a ball bearing. Didn't it used to be a ball bearing?
That's in paint cans, right?
Yeah, but the old school Guinnesses had a ball bearing. Am I wrong?
I'm not sure. Possibly.
Maybe it is. Just they just call it a widget.
But yeah, the widget is a little bit more user friendly, I think. Yeah.
It's like a fucking doohickey.
Yeah, that's what it is, a widget, a plastic widget, But no, but that keeps the draft, But as I say, I have like 4 or 5 bottles of Guinness in the fridge now, of the ones I said I would normally buy, but they've been in there forever. So that just shows you, although I love it, but I just don't drink it anymore. You know what I mean? But in saying that, have you ever had a trip? No, it's been a long time since I've been back to Ireland.
Right.
It's been actually 2009, so it's been quite a while. But if I ever, which I hope to do in the future again, obviously, if I ever get a chance to go back there again, yeah, I'll be drinking pints of Guinness to bathe the band. You know what I mean? If I get on their place and there's a guy with a banjo and a guy with a guitar, a guy with a whistle, and somebody doing vocals, I could drink Guinness all day long, and that's not to contradict, how I drink my beer now, but no, when you're back in the environment, I'll probably even sound different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sound more different than what I sound now, If
Are they going to let you back in there?
yeah.
You're allowed to go back?
The problem is they might not let me back out again. You know, in a
You're
good
like,
way.
"Hey, we got
In a
it
good way.
Yeah.
Mhm. But no,
Well, I sent the link to our friend Keith on the old Facebook. We're getting pretty close to the old 5 minutes with Keith segment. We have go through some of the people that joined up since we last said.
mm-hmm.
We got Steve's in there, Cooking with Big Cat, Carla, Little Fish in the Kitchen, Skinner Farms,
Canton,
Jason, I've already said.
Joe, Carla,
Food for Men.
everybody.
All right, so I did some Googling. The widget is a device placed in a container of beer to manage the characteristics of the beer's head. The original widget was patented in Ireland by Guinness. The floating widget is found in cans of beer as a hollow plastic sphere, approximately 1.2 inches in diameter. Basically, it's the same size as a ping pong ball, but slightly smaller, with at least one small hole and a seam. The rocket widget is found in bottles, 2.8 inches in length, with a small hole at the bottom. Now you learned what a widget is.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to bed. Y'all finish up the show.
Yeah. Hey, so Lep dropped $5 in there. I think he just wanted to turn the lights behind me green.
I'll drink to that. Fuck it.
Good man, Lep. Excuse me.
Just get fucking ripped.
Excusez-moi.
All right. I got somebody in the basement here. Let me go ahead here with the old clip. You guys know what time it is?
It's
If you guys questions, I'm pretty unique. Been looking at your channels, studied all week. Some might be tough, but they won't hurt. Hey, get most of them right, you might win a shirt. Don't be scared, keep your knife in the sheath. It's time for 5 minutes with Keith.
Hey, y'all. Cheers.
Woo!
Keith. How you doing? Good to see you.
What's up, dude? Before anything, I have to say, Hobo, if you care to go back about 4 minutes in the chat where I was typing in that friggin' thing, you'll see I said it was a small ping pong ball.
Yeah.
You didn't have to Google it. I already wrote it to you in the chat. So, okay. Rob, what's up, buddy? I'm not sure, but I was trying to cross-reference addresses with Colin's phone number. And somehow I got into this YouTube thing, and I think I made you and Mrs. HomeOwner a moderator today.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know. We'll see next time I go live.
Yeah.
Now, Hobo, what's up, buddy?
Hello, my friend.
Good to see you, Mr. Keith.
Colin.
Yo.
Wait. Before you do this, how many questions are there?
Between 4 and 7, depends on how you look at it.
Okay, so let me say something as well.
No, it ain't your turn. Hobo asked me a question.
What, is there like a? Is there like you get?
Maybe you can give maybe 2 answers or 3, and I'll accept either one. Something like that.
Okay.
Like a choose your own adventure.
So
And what was you gonna say, Colin?
no, go ahead.
I'm done. Go ahead.
No. I forget. Go ahead.
All right, so Colin, if you guess half of them right, you get a shirt that says "I survived."
Okay,
5
now
minutes
I remember what I was going to say. Sorry.
All right.
Okay. No matter what the question, no matter if I know it or not, there's one thing for sure. We're all going to learn something.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's why we do it.
I'm a poet and I do know it, but I rhyme all the time. There we go.
Okay, we ready? You ready for these questions?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, I will say right off the bat, I can't look up Ireland and find you. Okay, I can look up Northern Ireland and find you, but Northern Ireland is only like 1/6 of the whole fucking country, so it's a very tiny part. So
Patriots. Patriots.
I watched that movie. Not recently. I watched it again. But anyway, so it's hard for me to come up with an Irish question for you.
Mm-hmm.
I do have 2 music questions for you.
Oh no.
Oh, there you go.
Oh no. Lord of mercy.
This should be your easiest one.
Okay.
It ain't nothing about music or Ireland, but this should be your easiest one. Who was Robert E. Lee's father? And tell me something he was known for. And you're going to need his full name here.
Who was Robert E. Lee's father?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, Keith.
This is the easiest one I'm going to give you, man.
I don't know who General Robert E. Lee's father was.
Colin, you're fucked. If this is the easy one.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I know who Robert E. Lee was, but as far as his pops, I know where his family. I know where his family. They were in. They lived in Virginia, and their house.
I gotta find man. I gotta give Colin a big X on this.
Oh, their house is in Arlington House, right at the top of in Arlington National Cemetery. You know, right in the top of the hill. That's the old Lee house. You know. It's still there today. It's just right above President Kennedy's grave.
All right, you can Google this, but
but as far as the father was, I don't know.
I told you I was going to give you one question, and it was going to have something to do with the Civil War and the Revolutionary War. Did I not tell you that in a live stream 2 or 3 different times?
You mentioned, yeah.
Robert E.'s father was Light Horse Harry Lee. He lived in Virginia, and he was a Revolutionary War officer. And if you go back in history, I think there was a TV show called Swamp Fox, and that was about Francis Marion down in South Carolina. Light Horse Harry Lee rode with Francis Marion down in South Carolina when they fought the British in the Revolutionary War. This is all shit you all can Google. Don't laugh.
No, that's fantastic, fascinating. You know, go ahead. I said we'll all learn something tonight. Hopefully, you know, if I can answer something to that, that'll be amazing.
This is going to be more than 5 minutes.
All right.
I will say
45 minutes for Keith.
We can after show tonight, Rob.
I chose this question specifically for you because I know your love of our history.
I do, yeah, but
and I know you've mentioned names and people and places that I've known people for 60 years of their life, and they never heard of none of that shit. So I thought, okay, I'll start you off with an easy one, and you fuck it.
That was
you
easy.
wrote it, man. All right, next question. This is my first music question. There is some controversy about the answer, so I'll give you a little leeway there.
Okay.
And if it comes down to an argument, then everybody's going to have to Google it and prove me wrong.
After show, Rob, after show.
Who is credited with doing the first rock and roll song?
Elvis?
No.
Is he 0 for 2 or 0 for 3? I lost track.
The first rock and roll song. Well, what? Give us a date, Keith, so we can even at least get close.
46 to 54.
He's the only one of us that was alive then. Fuck.
Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly.
No, it's actually before him, really.
Before Buddy Holly.
Okay, I'll give you a clue.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's name that I'm going to tell you is credited with doing the first rock and roll song is a name that probably everybody knows, but they just don't give him the credit for that.
Oh, it's fucking Tupac. Guarantee it.
Keith, put us out of our misery. Who?
Ike Turner.
Ike Turner?
Yeah.
Tina Turner's husband?
Yeah.
Wow.
This was before he married Tina Turner.
Wow.
But it was a song called Rocket 88.
Damn.
Is that what drew her to him?
Do what?
Is that why she liked him? Because
Oh no, this was long before Tina Turner. This was long before her.
Ike Turner.
But there is some controversy about who's considered the first. But
no, I don't know if that makes a good question then.
Yeah, no, that's.
oh no, that's you can ask anybody I've known for 30 years, and I told them that was the first rock and roll song.
No, that's awesome.
And
So it should have been Keith's opinion. Who was the first rock and roll song?
yeah, nobody in here is gonna prove me wrong.
So
Okay, now
Okay.
we're gonna what Hobo?
real quick, just for curiosity's sake, is there anybody in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which I know you hold to the highest prestige,
Mhm.
that has music that came out before that song that is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Now you have 5 minutes with Hobo.
Was the question before or during that time that he did that?
Well, obviously before. There's a hard date when that album got pressed. April 19th, whatever fucking year that you were born. But my question is that is there anybody in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame
That was
Before
alive,
that-
was doing music then?
before that album that is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Because then I'm going to have to call bullshit and give
No,
Colin the win.
I would imagine
fuckery.
I would imagine there's probably 20 people like that.
All right, Colin gets plus 20 points. Keep
But-
asking
Thank you.
questions.
But no, they didn't. They didn't. They weren't in there for being the originator of the first rock and roll song.
Yeah, but they were rock and roll, obviously, before that. So I have Colin plus 20 on my notebook.
Mm-hmm.
No, you misunderstand the question, Hobo. Get out of here. This is 5 minutes with me. We're turning into a half hour.
I'm getting close to the T-shirt. I'm getting close.
I'm just trying to help my boy out.
Thank you, Hobo.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's wearing all Redskins gear here at this point. Oh, wait, I can't say that. The Washington football team. My bad if I offended anybody of red skin. I don't know what to say here.
Okay, Colin, I know you ain't been there in 20 years, but we're going to go with like basically 2016 stats here.
Okay.
Okay. I guess in Northern Ireland, they consider their stats, every 5 or 6 years, as opposed to America. We
Right.
do it every fucking month. But in Northern Ireland, can you tell me roughly around 2016 or so,
Mm-hmm.
where was the lowest employment at?
What the fuck?
The lowest employment in Northern Ireland, probably. I'm going to guess Derry City, and it's probably on a map as London, Derry.
Can you give me a particular part of town of Derry?
Oh, geez. No, we got it.
Bogside, the Bogside area. That would if it is that would be where the lowest unemployment would come from.
Okay, I don't live there and didn't then, but do you know anything about city walls?
Yeah. I've walked them many a time.
These city walls.
Okay,
Okay, that's enough. I'll give you a yes.
Stay on the walls. Go ahead.
But no, that's where the lowest employment is in the city walls area
Yeah.
of Derry.
Absolutely. I grew up in that area. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Colin, real quick, what's the average rainfall in Canton, Ohio?
Talking about Derry.
What's that?
So I asked this question specifically for that reason. So
No.
I'll give you that now.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, I grew up in that area. My ancestors, my father, my grandfather, they all grew up in that area. Yeah.
Hey, Keith, what's the score currently on your notebook?
I'm probably going to give Colin up 1.5.
Out of how many?
Thankfully, I scored something.
Yeah. It depends on how he does on this answer here, Hobo.
Roll the drums. Everett, roll the drums.
All right, my second part of that question is in Northern Ireland. Where is the highest crime area?
Highest crime area in Northern Ireland? Probably Belfast.
Okay, I'm going to give you a no on that one.
No.
It's actually the same answer as the previous question.
Well, you know, I'm not.
The city walls area of Derry.
You know, it's a toss. It's a flip of
You can Wikipedia. I'm just going with what they told me. Okay. So I'm still going to give you a 1.5.
Yeah, you could flip a coin on that one. Seriously.
Not
He
by my
gets half.
fact.
He
All right,
gets half of it.
here's the last one, Colin.
Uh-huh.
And just so you win a T-shirt, I'm going to make this multiple
Large.
question type thingies here and give you all the chances I can.
Okay.
This is another music question.
Oh, shit. I love music. Here we go.
Can you tell me the 4 members of the I can't even read my writing. The Millionaire Quartet. The 4 members of the Millionaire Quartet.
Can you tell us what they played?
Where they
They're from? Or what country they're from? Or how to spell it?
Colin should know this, Rob. He shouldn't need any help.
No, Keith, I don't. I'm not even going to pretend. Can I call a friend? Everett?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I honestly,
Call two.
honestly,
You really don't know this?
no.
Hobo, you don't have to give away another shirt tonight.
No, Darnell's.
Another week, dude.
No, I didn't even bother.
Yeah.
I didn't even bother buying vinyl. I just knew he was fucked right off the rip.
Yeah, no, fuck, I didn't.
The Millionaire Quartet was Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash,
Carl Perkins.
and Carl Perkins.
Well, I knew all those guys, but
They recorded at Sun Studios, which actually is
that's
guy
right.
that owns Sun Studios, Sam Phillips. He's the one that credited Ike Turner with doing Rocket 88 as the first rock and roll song.
There you go.
So, you know, all this goes in together. So, anyways, they did one album. It was basically gospel tunes. But they were sitting there and they were all fucking drunk and hammered, and, you know. They're sitting in the studio and shit. I'm like, you know, man, you know, can you imagine Elvis? I mean, you know, he was big into gospel and shit.
Yeah,
Jerry Lee was, you know, all these guys did that stuff.
Johnny Cash as well. They have some great individual gospel albums, you know, between them, especially Elvis.
Then you got Carl Perkins saying, "Don't step on my blue suede shoes." All right, so I'm gonna get out of here and then
Thank you, Keith.
try to find a YouTube. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask Rob one thing. Hobo, you two, your co-host, and when you do my segment,
Thank you, Terry.
I don't know how to point at both of you. When you do my segment, why don't you're just gonna put the link in the chat anyway for everybody else to jump in.
That's true.
Just put it in there so I can see it. Don't let nobody else in until I, am there.
That's
Hey, Keith,
true.
just be happy he doesn't
how
text it
much
to you.
I hate using this thing, man.
Hey, if there's an after show, I don't know if Rob's putting one on, but are you going to jump on, Keith?
Oh, don't
He'll be
worry.
back 3 or 4 more times.
We're going to see him another time or two, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Before that.
Definitely. Oh, yeah. No, definitely.
I'm gonna get out of here and then
The usual suspect.
I got to go find my YouTube channel now. So, anyways,
Hey, thanks, Keith.
it's
That was
been
awesome.
good.
Thank you.
Hobo, I'm glad I saved you another week of a shirt.
Yeah, well,
Rob, thanks for having me.
Yep.
Hey, thanks, Keith. Cheers.
Have a good one, dude.
Cheers, brother.
See you.
Never
Right.
a dull moment, Rob.
That's
Never
right.
a dull moment.
I'm going to put the StreamYard link in there if anybody wants to hop on one-on-one, ask Colin a question. In order for me to bring you up, you have to have a name that I see in the chat here, and you have to have your camera on so I know who you are.
Oh, you assume there's fuckery going on tonight?
My lighter's dead.
Oh, that reminds me. I got to text some fuckery to.
I know I enjoy it. I know it's all in fun. I'm having a good time with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, people just ask some questions in the chat for Colin if you don't want to hop on. And we got a couple people in the basement already.
Yo.
Do you have a squirrel in the basement? Because
No.
it'll save me some time here.
Please, Hobo. No.
Kitchen Live.
Hey,
Hey, Kent. What's up, brother?
Hey, Colin, how are you?
Good to see you, my man.
Live
Good to see you too. What in the?
Teach you guys about Texas brisket.
Hold on.
So I'm pretty stoked.
Oh, look, I'm watching a YouTube video.
No,
I'm not even
I
watching a YouTube video I'm on.
You've forgotten
no,
about how
I had you guys.
I love Gary Moore. Love Thin Lizzy. Sorry, go ahead.
I had you guys up, and I went to hit mute, and it clicked to a different video. I'm like, what the hell am I doing watching a Traeger video? I don't even own one. So, Colin, I have one quick question for you. Wearing that nice Washington football team attire.
Yes, Kent. Go ahead.
And if Joe from Everett Barbecue was as big a Pat McAfee fan as he claims to be, he would have heard a guest of his refer to the Washington football team today by their old name.
Yeah.
So, one quick question. Do you really think these questions are total bullshit to fuck with you or not?
Yeah.
No, I knew, I know when we come in here, maybe a Thursday or especially if it's a Saturday night, if I'm ever on, Kent, I know there's when we're all here together, I know the conversation's always fantastic and it gets deep. It gets into history, it gets into music, but as far as your question is asked, I knew I probably wouldn't answer maybe any question tonight. I knew I could probably touch base on a few of them, but I know when Keith's coming in, Keith's searching deep.
Yeah.
But no, it's I can't say I was apprehensive beforehand because it's all fun, but
It's good time.
yeah, it's all a learning thing, and no, I don't think it was like BS at me, but I think it was really good, and it gave me some stuff to think about as well. Yeah, but I'll never be ready for questions from anybody, because
I will say one thing. Terry Bettag put in the chat that you deserve a shirt for putting up with Keith.
I saw Terry. I saw Terry's post. Thank you, Terry Bettag. Thank you. And you know what? I agree too. I agree also. I want the shirt.
All right. I see a couple other guys in queue. Colin, I just wanted to stop in, say hi to you and Rob.
Thanks.
Hobo,
Good man, Kent.
GFY.
Cheers. Cheers, Kent.
Hey, cheers, Colin. Hobo, go fuck yourself.
I couldn't hear you. Your tunnel. Oh God, his connection broke up.
Kent's a
So we
good.
got another person in the basement here. Don't forget, folks, if you're in the chat there, put some questions up, and we'll ask them in between basement dwellers.
Yeah, ask me anything. Anything.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
good
Hey,
job.
Charlie's here.
Darnell. What's up, brother?
What's going on? What's up, Rob? What's up, Hobo? What's up, Colin?
Hey, good to see you, bro.
All right, so real quick. So, Colin,
Yeah.
so you and I basically live in the same area, and you've been here for a long time now. So,
Yeah.
and you're pretty good with history. So,
You're gonna kill me.
other than regular American currency, up until 1936 in our area, what was an alternate form of currency that is banned.
Up until 1936.
Up until 1936, it was banned, but now it's making a comeback. But not as a currency.
In Virginia?
Yeah. Virginia, Maryland, and DC.
Okay.
Right now, they're trying to legalize it to bring it back, but not as a currency.
Oh, I know the answer.
That's the big hint.
Go ahead, Darnell. Fill us in.
Hemp.
You mean weed?
Hemp. Not marijuana itself, but the hemp. So hemp was also used for making sails on ships and stuff like that too. So because of its durability and stuff like that, that made it valuable. So it was able to be used as currency up until 1936 in this area.
All right. No.
Well, look at that. Stumped you.
Good stuff, Darnell. Good stuff. I honestly didn't know, bro. I didn't know, but no. That's hey, we're all learning. We're all learning every day, right? And no, that's a good one. You pulled that one out of the closet.
That was somewhere.
Thank you, Darnell.
Okay, so other than
Why
the,
couldn't you have asked me who sang Over the Rainbow or something like that?
I don't know who fucking sung that song.
I'm joking. Awesome. No, good stuff, Darnell. We get another one?
Yeah. So prior to the 2000s, give me 3 Washington Redskins quarterbacks.
Prior to 2000s. Well, Darnell, you gotta know I just came in 2000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, the Washington DC, yeah, in 2000. Prior to that, yeah, I watched the Redskins, but I watched their Super Bowls, but it's going back into the 90s.
So if you were watching the Super Bowls, that was the 90s and the 80s. So you should be able to name 3 quarterbacks.
No, I watched.
We
Super Bowl in Ireland didn't come on to 3 o'clock in the morning. It was like the Tyson fights. We sat up to 3 o'clock in the morning. So I can't name the 3 of them. If you ask me about Manchester United or something like that, I could name you all night long, but no.
Okay, but if you were watching the Washington Redskins win Super Bowls, we definitely ruled the 90s and part of the 80s. You definitely better name 3 quarterbacks.
There's Dad Life done it for me. Diesman, Doug Williams, and Ripken. Thanks, man. He get the bad injury, right? He get the bad
Okay.
leg,
All
right?
right.
Thank you. Dad life. Thank you. Your savior. You got me a couple of extra points. T-shirt might be coming. It might be
Yeah. Well, now we got a couple more people in the basement here.
All right. I'm out.
Hey,
All right, man.
Darnell. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Good seeing you. Peace.
Hey, Rob, before you bring somebody up, let me get caught up.
Yeah, sure.
My buddy, Mr. HMB, wants to know Heavy Metal Barbecue. Did you ever see Thin Lizzy or Gary Moore back home in Ireland?
I didn't see either of them, but I love Thin Lizzy. Phil Lynott. Gary Moore, to me, he is one of the best guitar players I've ever heard in my life. Parisian Walkways. Gary Moore's the guy that in the 80s, you'll remember he done that song, Empty Rooms. Empty Rooms.
Is that like Purple Rain?
But yeah, it kind of sounds. No, but Gary Moore, brilliant guitarist. Like a lot of them, he died too young, you know. But no. Good question, and yes. I've never seen them, but boom, I've grown up with their music and Heavy Metal Barbecue. Love their music. Yeah, that makes me cry too. You know that he's amazing. You can get that. Gary Moore he came out and done a solo album called Ballads and Blues, and it's amazing. If you can get it on, download it on, or get it off YouTube, whatever. It's called Ballads and Blues. Gary Moore, brilliant album. But there you go. Thank you.
Your tag team partner Joe Everett wants to know. Colin has such a great voice, but who are Colin's top 3 all-time singers to listen to?
Okay. Gosh, we're going to go through a few different styles here.
We got till 2 a.m. We're better. You're fine.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you tonight, Hobo. I love Mario Lanza.
That came up in a.
He was a tenor. Yeah, he came up in Dash when you interviewed when Dash was on the hot seat last week. I love Mario Lanza. I've actually got his photograph of him on the wall with that bright light is shining. It's just there. You can't see it. Another favorite singer of mine, a female singer. I think at her top, one of the best ballad singers I ever heard in my life. And she was more in the pop, so-called pop, was Whitney Houston, as far as voice, vocals, and range. And then, see East Wind's in there, David Gilmour, brilliant. But I got to go back to my old country where I grew up, and a folk singer by the name of Christy Moore. But there's been so many. Oh my gosh, I'm just putting. There's 3 out there now. First 2 for definite. Christy Moore, another, but if we're talking folk artists and stuff like that, you could add in there like Rob. What is it? You always play. What's his name? Gosh, guitar player.
I'm usually pretty drunk by then.
Yeah, no, Message in a Bottle.
Sting?
No, yeah, no. Yeah, this.
Message in a Bottle.
Yeah, Sting's got a great voice too, but no, what was his name again? Message. Hey, gosh, you always play Time in a Bottle. Time in a Bottle.
Time in a Bottle.
Jim Croce.
Jim Croce. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, great voice. Or you've somebody like Bob Seger, brilliant singer. As Keith said, Crochet, which Rob always knocks on there. you know, you get Stevie Wonder.
I got a name.
Yeah.
Got a name.
Great voice. Yeah, no, yeah. No, there's so many. There's so many. But I've given my three. And the first two I'll stand by. Mario Lanza and Whitney Houston. One of the best female.
Hobo, we got somebody in the basement. I'm afraid they're going to get sick with the mold down there. Can we bring them up?
I'm caught up. I got all the other stuff wrote down.
All right, cool. All right, in the basement, are you ready to go? I can see you. All right. Boop. Hey.
Sláinte.
Sláinte. Mr. Flip. Good to see you, bro.
How you doing?
Sorry, COVID.
COVID, this motherfucker.
That's not good.
I know. I choked on a Miller.
I was too.
What was his first name, Colin?
Drinking that shit beer.
Good to see you, Lep.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The St. Patrick's Day extravaganza
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Good times. Good time.
I think I got dinged for your music.
Are you serious? No.
I can't monetize it.
No.
I haven't depicted if it's Joey smoking or you're playing.
Oh, Joey smoking. I reckon it's Joey smoking.
Where is Joey?
Yeah, I don't think Joey tonight, eh?
I know. Where is he at? Yeah. I love you, Colin.
Love you too, brother.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yes,
Good
good times. Plenty of late nights.
Oh my God.
For those that don't know me, lad, a good guy.
You know?
Yes. I will always cherish these moments with this guy.
Mm.
Yeah. And for
we've had a
and
few legendary nights. Eh?
Yo, legendary. And for him to be on the hot seat, legendary talk show, you know?
Yeah, no, privileged. Hobo and Rob, no, privileged.
For
You
sure.
Looking forward to the after show.
Oh, God.
So
Shenanigans and
Yeah.
malarkey.
Yeah,
You better bring your walking stick.
yeah. The Blackthorn.
Hey, no talking to Keith's jacket in a chair, eh?
Yeah, right, exactly. No, there's been a few sleepers on those late night chats. There's been a few have passed out. You know, I was just thinking about it today. Actually, gosh, one of the last shows I just watched back. Nobody came on last night, right?
Right.
So yeah, I watched one of the shows back, and no, I was laughing so hard, and you know, and then I was thinking back. You know, I remember. I'll not mention the names, but I remember a few of us laid back on the chair.
Oh my God.
Snoozing.
Yes.
Not boozing anymore because they were in a deep snoozing state, and everybody else just keeping talking, you know. Yeah, no, it was funny. But no, hopefully I will not be talking to Keith's jacket unless Keith is wearing it anytime soon. Oh.
I don't even have a question, but
Look at the fucking newest comment. Your tent or mine?
Yo, Mr. Lep. No,
Colin,
Mhm.
Colin, you're the hardest guy you're gonna get a hold of on YouTube. we had all the feelers out for you. Only thing we didn't have is the CIA involved.
Oh my
The
gosh.
IRA.
Well, no, I give my information. Hey, Rob's got
Yeah, we're about to open a
Share
window case.
my number. Yeah.
No,
Rob,
no, you leave it in the wrong places, me lad.
I know. That's what happened.
Stop doing that.
That's it. That's me totally innocent. You know what I mean? I just went, fuck.
If you could reach one of us, we could disperse the information.
Yeah, well, Rob, I think Rob, you have mine. You got my email, phone number. I think Hobo, you got too.
Yeah.
Give it to the guys.
You got.
Finally,
Do you
I
feel
called more people than Ryan did when I fell down the fucking stairs.
Yeah, I remember that story.
Ryan, all the way from across the pond, reaches out. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Good man, Ryan.
Hey, it was 6 a.m.
Yeah, there was a tumble.
I got up. I just shook it off.
I got to check the door real quick. So, Left, do you mind hanging out for a minute?
Hey, I'm in the background. Hey, Colin, that was my question. Stop being, like you have to communicate. You have to bring us together with you. Create an email, a phone number, or something.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Hobo, have you got my number? Lep, have you have a pen now?
Don't do it.
He's got it. I got it.
I'll
If
tweet
he's
it.
got
to
it.
him.
I got it.
Yeah,
So-
no, get it? No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Gosh, nothing I would love more. I just, to be honest, I didn't know how to do it through my YouTube channel.
Oh,
And I still really don't. So now that that Hobo and Rob has it, yeah, just but pass it around. I've already saved. Rob text me. I think the Hobo. Did you text me a while back?
I tried to, but I had the wrong number in there.
I don't even know where you dropped your message.
Yeah, I dropped it on one of your replies.
I have no idea.
On your NASCAR show. Yeah, I dropped it on there. It must be lost in the sprawling metropolis.
Oh, and you're out there, so you might be getting some. Hey,
Spam.
What is your car warranty at?
Right? Oh my gosh.
And you go from Irish to another accent.
Oh, cheers.
Hey, I love you.
Love you too, brother.
Hey, Colin, I
Always.
texted it to Lep, but I don't know if he's going to be able to read my chicken scratch. So
Yeah, that's my. If it's a
I
fact,
realize I write like a fucking 4-year-old.
yeah, you get a 571 number up there. That's me.
Yeah. Hey, Colin.
Yo,
All I know is everybody wants to hang out with you.
vice versa. Yeah. No,
Very humble.
vice versa.
Mhm. Yeah. Hey,
From the heart.
Colin. Who won Defensive Rookie of the Year last year?
Who fucking these guys?
Well, last year I was shut out. Last year I never saw nothing.
Chase
For-
Youngs from Ohio State Buckeyes was drafted by the Washington football team.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Defensive end,
Drafted this year or last year?
2020.
2020.
Yes.
Damn, no, last year was a blink for me as far as any,
Yeah,
as far as most sports are concerned.
all of us. Huh?
Yeah, I kind of switched off. Even
Right.
Obviously, from birth, I grew up with a lot of football, a lot of soccer. Even that, I switched off completely. Last year, and just hopefully, we can get back into it this year. I just hate passing the bubble in Ashburn, Virginia, and seeing the old Redskins flag not there anymore. It's a big flag up there that says the Washington football team, which, for me, it just puts a dagger in the heart. You know what I mean? It's just, what the heck? You know what I mean? It's just not the same because, for years, I'd drive past that bubble every day, and sometimes you drive down the back road, you see through the trees, you see the men out on the field practicing, pre-season. If they're not in Richmond practicing, they're up in Ashburn. But just to see that flag taken down, that's the name of the football team. A football team. It's for me, it'll always be the Redskins.
I'm dealing it with my baseball team.
Yeah. No, same scenario. Yeah. No, I hear you, brother.
Eastman's wondering if Fletcher's talking with an accent, or is he about to pass out?
When I'm with this guy,
it catches on.
It carries, it floods off to the next guy.
Yeah, no, it catches on. That's for sure. Some people told me.
I'll be at the after party. Who put that? Eastwind. We need a DJ for the party. Come on.
Yeah.
Eastwind.
Any more questions in there tonight?
Oh, there's all kinds of hooligans.
Yeah. we got 2 more in the basement. We got 2 more rotten in the basement.
You take me off. I asked my questions. I've held it down.
All right.
I love
I
everybody.
appreciate it.
See you soon, man.
Love you, Colin.
Peace, brother. Peace.
Am I kicking you out, or you're leaving?
I don't know.
Were you waiting for me? You might have been waiting for me.
Bye.
All right.
Oh my
All
God.
right. Do you have any quick questions to go there,
Just
Hobo? Or?
get the people caught up because they've been sitting in the basement for a while. Somebody's going to get cancer or AIDS or something.
Hey.
Hey,
So you
Carrie.
had a question for Colin?
Okay, you are so freaking close to me, Colin.
I know.
And everything you said about the Redskins, I feel you 100%.
Mhm.
100%. But besides that, what is your favorite part of Virginia?
My favorite part of Virginia.
Yeah,
Gosh, I love Virginia so much. You know that?
right.
I love the historical aspect of the whole of Virginia.
Oh, yeah. Well, have you been to Fredericksburg yet?
Yeah. I've
Okay.
been Fredericksburg right through the Spotsylvania. No,
Spotsylvania.
Spotsylvania.
That's where I live.
Chancellorsville. You live in Spotsylvania?
I
Oh
live
wow.
in Spotsylvania. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where all the war went down and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've been here?
Yeah. A company I used to work for. I do the pest control, right? And my route
Sorry, that's a laugh at that.
my route used to be in Fredericksburg, going from Stafford
Yeah.
in the Fredericksburg, right in the Spotsylvania, Chancellorsville.
Yep.
And I loved working that area.
Yeah, it's beautiful, right?
Yeah, but another massive commute from where I'm coming from, down 95. But no, beautiful area. I could live down there. I could live in.
Oh, I would never move. Yeah.
It's only an hour and a half from me. Well,
Is it that far?
yeah, about an hour and a half. We have actually a guy that works with us. He lives in Fredericksburg, and he makes a commute.
Damn.
Every day. But no,
Sorry,
I love.
ask him this question, okay? I just need to know.
Yeah, no, I love that area. But my favorite part of Virginia. One place I was about I'm going to say about 4 years ago was out on the East Coast, Chesapeake Bay, but going way south. And they were some of the first settlers came.
Was it where Jamestown is?
It was about 2 hours before Jamestown.
Oh, okay.
Kilmarnock and Whitestone, and
Okay.
just little towns, but if you kind of traveled around the areas, a lot of very, very historic, a lot of old churches.
Everything around here is so historic.
Yeah, a lot of old cemeteries. Yeah, and you're right on the coast. And you know what? The seafood, Gary, the seafood was amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I where I was working, you know, I used to rent an apartment above a garage, but it was like not luxurious, right on the sea. And the lady, you know, who was renting out to me at that time, she used to say to me, "Look, Colin, if you know, at nighttime, if you want to do it, you know, she had a pier out the back of her house. You know, you go out there and you could cast off a fishing rod or whatever. But she says, look, I've got this special light. You can turn it on. You go out there and look, I've got these boxes you can drop in." She said, the crab will just come. You know what I mean? And although it's illegal, right? But she said the crab will just come and you can pick it up in the morning, you know. And I had oh my gosh, yeah, I had the best seafood in my life. Yeah, it was down in.
I've been dying to ask you that question, so I'm so sorry to jump in here.
Not at all, no.
But I had to get off the Redskins thing because y'all were about to make me cry.
Nah, thank you, Carrie. Awesome.
No, but I just needed to know. I was like, oh my God, what's his favorite part?
Yeah, that's a part that sticks out for me. You know, and other parts that stick out for me is, gosh, as I said, I just love Virginia. You know, yeah, I love the area I work in Alexandria.
But at least you've been to Spotsy and Fredericksburg. Yeah. You've seen that historicalness.
Yeah.
That we got here, you know.
I love it.
Like I said, I went to Robert E. Lee Elementary.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it was like named after the guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so I'm at the town where all of this horrible stuff had happened.
Right.
You know, but that's our history.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know?
Absolutely.
It's amazing. Like if you really take the time out to look and see, y'all need to come. Rob and Hobo need to come.
I agree, Carrie. Yeah, Frederick,
send a limo. I'll show up.
Fredericksburg, party bus.
Fredericksburg is a fascinating place to visit.
Fredericksburg is kind of scary.
Yeah, no, I love it. You know, I love that area. You know.
I love the area too, but there is a lot of people that scare me.
I played music down there years ago, you know.
Yeah.
Many years ago. Yeah. Used to be an old pub down there. It's closed down now. They went bankrupt.
Have you ever been to Benny's?
Denny's?
Benny's.
I love the happy not Denny's. Sorry.
No, Benny's, no. What is it? Carrie, is that a pub?
It's a pizza joint, but they make the largest pizza ever. Like it barely can fit into your car.
Oh wow!
I mean, it's the most incredible pizza you would ever have in your life, and it's downtown Fredericksburg.
Well, the next time I go to Fredericksburg, which I hope is not too far away, you know, because I'll love the area. I will definitely check it out.
It's BENNY apostrophe S.
Benny's. Yeah, I'll look it up. I'll look it up. I love myself a good slice of pizza.
Oh my God, they have one hell of a pie.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
just a slice.
All right, Carrie.
All right.
Yep.
Good seeing y'all.
Thanks for having fun, Carrie.
All right, bye.
Peace, Carrie.
All right, so we got 2 more people in the basement again.
How long has the oldest person been in the basement? Not oldest by age, but oldest by time.
Medicine.
They've been there quite a while. Yeah, go over here.
Yeah, bring him up.
Let me bring the person out of the basement so they can be part of it while you ask a couple questions. How's that?
We can do that.
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for this guy. No, put him back. I'm just kidding.
Oh, there he is.
Right.
Moment.
All right, so Jason, give me a second to get caught up. Dustin DeWine wants to know Hey, Colin, Dustin DeWine wants to know favorite music to play, guitar or he's saying flute, but whatever your
Penny
tin
whistle.
whistle.
It depends on the weather type of thing. You know, I used to love to play the guitar. You know, and when I was match fit, game fit, although I was never an Eric Clapton or anything, you know, it was always basic. It always made the basic solid. So, as I say, when I was match fit, I loved to play the guitar because I always loved to sing. As far as going to the question, as far as the flute, the penny whistle, I'll call it both. That was something I was introduced to at 9 years old. So it became kind of a natural, easy to do thing. Excuse me. Easy to do, you know, instrument to play, so to speak, you know, for want of better words, you know, but not, gosh, it's a great question. You know, I can go so deep into it. But, you know, we all can, we all have our music loves, you know. I can,
Go deep, Colin.
yeah.
Bottom out.
They all take everybody to bed. No, the whistle is very enchanting and haunting for me. And apart from knowing 100 songs, let's just say this, I used to play with other musicians when I was in my, you know, I learned it from when I was young, but, you know, when I started, before I left Ireland, you know, when I got into my late teens, you know, into those early 20s, before I was 24, before I left, I used to play with a lot of guys at that time who were in their mid to late 40s. And I bought a whole set of whistles, and improvisation was my key to what they were playing. And it just, you know, it was, I just found a great depth of the soul into the whistle. And again, I'm not going to do a filibuster, but again, back to the guitar. As I said, I love to sing, and I learned the guitar to the best of my ability. And you know, guys, I can't
pick one?
I can't separate. But hopefully the depth of my explanation kind of gives you some type of feeling of where I'm coming from.
We hear you. I was going to ask Carla's next question, but we have Chandler from Friends on apparently, and this needs to be discussed.
All right, guys. Sorry, Jason.
No, I think so. A couple things. Colin, you need a beer, right?
I just got one.
Oh, you got one? Okay, cool.
Yep. Cheers.
Second thing, I take it you've learned from Hobo, and you're sitting on a toilet right now, so you don't have to go anywhere.
I'm getting up right now. I'll be back.
Where's that gallon bucket?
Yeah.
No, it's good to see you guys. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Oh,
Rob, thank you. Hobo, great to see you. Colin, cheers.
Cheers, Jason. Good to see you drinking a Guinness there,
Good
brother.
to see you too. What I'd like to do is I'd like to go back in time.
Mm-hmm.
I think a kid's drawing on the wall.
I know. She's playing with my bobbleheads. Look, it's opening day. Go Mariners. We're in first place for a day, and then we're done. But this is going to go.
We beat the Braves today. Woo!
Oh, Phillies won?
Yep.
Phillies are in first place. Go Phillies.
Love
Go Phillies.
Go Phillies.
Undefeated.
Cheers, Ski Gearly. No, what I'd like to do, it's not a question.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of an experience, right? And I think that, to be honest with you, Colin, as I've said to only one other person in these live streams, talking to you, it's as close as I can get to heaven with both feet on the ground.
There you go.
And I mean that. And I'm going to drink to that, okay?
Yep.
That was not a rehearsed comment.
Thank you, brother.
But what I'd like to do is I'd like to take a trip down memory lane.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to bring a little nostalgia into the hot seat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe bring us back to a simpler time, maybe a better time. Tell us about a Sunday dinner at your grandma's or your mother's house. Explain what you would do, kind of get ready for church. You'd have your best clothes on. You'd go over to their house, what they would prepare, what that atmosphere was like. I'd love to hear about that.
Yeah. My mother was a good cook. Very simple, but sweet. And, you know, she would have made a good, a good chicken dinner. You know, just a roasted simple chicken. Not a lot of spices or anything used, salt and pepper. Her roast potatoes were A1. They were fantastic, They were done at the end with the grease of the chicken. And, the veg. And the brown gravy was amazing. She was a good cook. My father could always cook a great vegetable soup. And, this is back before I was even a teenager. I mean, maybe when I was just in the early teens. My father was a good cook as well, Everybody had to learn to cook, you know what I mean? Trial by error. I done the same myself, left home at 17, trial by error, I might not have any cooking videos or anything, on, but I can cook you up something that you're going to love. You know what I mean? And it's not something that's gonna be like here, look what I can do. It's just what I learned from my mother and father. But as I said, my father cooked up a great soup. He always made it a little bit spicy, and I could never tell how he made it spicy. And I still to this day, because, although it's something probably very, very simple, he says, I'm never going to tell you. I'm never going to tell you the secret, But, apart from that, he could cook many more things as well, because, I always remember, like my father from the mid to late 70s, he worked for DuPont in Ireland, who still have a plant in Derry City, where I was born and grew up.
That's that bad area.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. Don't let's take.
Oh, I thought that was the answer to the question.
No, just some sections, it's like everywhere in the world. There's some sections you just don't go, But my father went abroad, probably been to many, many countries in the world, but a lot of them were in the Middle East. Went from DuPont at the time the oil was striking in the 70s, went to Saudi Arabia, then, Algeria when it was thriving, Nigeria when it was thriving. All those countries have gone to shit now, Azerbaijan in the latter years, Malaysia, a few tough experiences, and he told me briefly a couple of times in phone conversations that a couple of times he was almost kidnapped, But my point is, and all that travel, he also learned so many different cooking techniques, from just different people. You know what I mean? Jumping from that, my grandfather, my mother's father, who was a Cassidy, great man, loved him to bits. God rest his soul. He was a big man for the lamb chops, New Zealand lamb or Australian lamb, which was ready available in the UK, Ireland and Northern Ireland. But no, he always done nice big boiled potatoes. This is on a Sunday after mass, or after church, like you're saying, Jason. Big soft boiled potatoes, lamb chops, then the vegetables. So simple. Comfort food, hearty food, food that kept men alive till they were 85 years old. You know what I mean? And no, every time me and my uncle, him and I were very close. That was my grandfather's son. It's weird because my uncle was only 2 years older than me. I was born in 74. My uncle was born in 72. And yeah, he'd be like Rob's age, Not to pick you out, Rob, or anything.
You old son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah. No, but my uncle now, we used to come back from mass on a Sunday. My grandfather, God bless my grandfather at the same time, because many years ago he lost my grandmother. My grandmother died at 46. With cancer, and my grandfather was only like 48. He never remarried. Never had a girlfriend. He had a couple of sons left in the house, and he just raised them. And then, of course, me being 2 years younger than my uncle, I guess I wasn't his son, but I was somebody who I was never out of his house. You know what I mean? Well, I was another liability. Joking. You know what I mean? So, but again, going back before I break off into another conversation, trying to answer another one. No, every Sunday coming back from church, back from mass, my grandfather, would have the lamb chops on, or, sometimes, it was chicken or something too, or a bit of braised beef, brisket. And no, the dinner was always there. Us boys coming in. He looked after us well. Aye, God rest him. I miss him a lot.
Those are great. Those are fantastic stories, Colin. And, I think it's important especially as I speak to you, you're a guy that likes to reflect on your past with great admiration, and you have a lot of great influences in your life. And it's very nice that you were able to come on here tonight, take a Thursday out of your busy schedule. And, before you have a big doctor's appointment tomorrow, and just to kind of reflect on who you are as a person, and to let us into a little bit of, your personality and so on. So with that, I'll let you go, Colin. I have great respect, admiration, and love for you. And I raise this glass in your honor. Thank you. And thank you, Rob and Hobo.
Thank you. Thank you for the question. Awesome.
And I'll see you in the after show.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, guys, there you go. Hopefully, oh my gosh. Awesome.
Yeah. We still got questions, I think Hobo's written down, but let me bring up, there's one person in the basement that's been in there for about a half hour. Let me bring them up, and they can just sit and listen to Hobo's questions.
I feel like you have them shackled to like a radiator down there.
Oh, no! Mr. Keith, what about
when I got put in this friggin' basement, I had something to say. There was 32 people in the chat at that time, and I wanted to say this while there were still people here. Okay,
there's 30 now. It says
there's 30 now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
all right.
You left and came on here.
I'm going to try to redeem my redemption here, or whatever you call it.
Redeem my redemption. Like, I need a whiteboard at this point.
Did you come in with a bonus question?
Oh no!
Fuck! I forgot what I was going to say. Oh no! Okay, I know the second part. The first part I forget. And anyways, Colin starts the evening off talking about all these places he's been, and
been a few more as well.
Revolutionary sites and Civil War sites, and He's at Washington D.C. and all this shit. he knows about General Washington, and General Washington served when he served in the Revolutionary War.
Yep.
And Light Horse Harry Lee served with him.
I learned that tonight, Keith.
And
Thank you.
that you know what's really fucked up. I've been in this fucking basement for so long. I forgot the first part of my question. It wasn't even a question. It was just I knew what I was talking. Oh, I know what it was. This was the most important part. I brought this up in the hot seat 1 or 2 weeks ago. And nobody in the fucking world knew what I was talking about.
That's weird.
And then a week or two later, we got you in the hot seat. And somebody asked the question, your three number one singers, whatever you want to call it. And you said Mario Alonso.
Yeah.
And when I brought him up a week or two ago, nobody knew what the fuck I was doing. They're all trying to fact check me. It ain't happening. You ain't checking my fact. So just leave it out of question.
It's funny, Keith, because I went on PolitiFact and it had Keith Buttag 4 Pinocchios.
Yeah, right. No, that wasn't me. I'm not going to say who that was, but
no, that's
yeah. You got to give me credit. You may not know my answers, but yeah.
No, that's right, Keith. No, to say we're all learning something, and your questions are powerful. You know, look, I'm going to be reading. I'm going to be reading.
It has been so hard for me to study for this, and I'm like, I told you to study. And the shit that I thought you would know right off the bat, you didn't have a fucking clue.
No.
And I'm like, come on, dude. We've been together in too many live chats. You're smarter than this. Come on.
We're all learning, hey? We're all learning.
You know, it's a good time.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the fuck out of here and just you guys.
Your questions are phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah, they are. They're phenomenal. Just
yeah.
That and yeah.
We you know what? Last week I knew some of your questions. This week I could only touch base on them. But you know what? Now I know. And that's very important. Very important history, Keith. Very important.
No one knows it. That's
Keith,
right.
Yeah, Keith. Yeah.
Colin had it right earlier when he's like, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to get him right or not, but we're all about to learn something.
Exactly, Rob. Amen, brother. And you know what, Keith? As long as this hot seat keeps rolling, and may it roll for a long time, keep the questions coming.
We could probably just tell everybody to just drop out of school right now.
Yeah, right?
Off the hot seat, we'll learn about history.
Keith's location.
I can teach you a thing or two.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You know, in fairness to Colin, and I'll say this, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. In fairness to Colin,
you fucked his eyes out.
I know me and him have an interest in history.
Yes.
To what degree on each of our parts doesn't matter. It's just like we have an interest.
Right.
We got, say, 30 people watching here. So that takes 2 out of 30 that have an interest. That leaves you 28 people. How many more are going to say, yeah, I have a history, or an interest in history, people are not going to do that, you know?
No, I'm like you, Keith. I love history. I engulf myself with history all the time. Yeah, sure, I can't remember everything. You know, like anybody, you know, we don't know everything, but I love it. I love history. You know,
But
even,
see, that's my whole point. That's something that we can get together with.
yeah.
Or interest in history,
Yeah.
whatever degree.
Yeah. And like Rob said,
There's,
we all
there's 28 other people that ain't got a fucking clue what we're talking about.
But you
And
know
so,
what?
you know, we got that in common. I learned that from our live chats.
Yeah.
That's why I asked the questions I did. It ain't my fault. You didn't know the answers. I told you to study.
Thank you, Keith.
Rob,
Might be a little-
Keith, when are you on the hot seat? I can have my 5 minutes.
oh God.
yeah.
let's focus on this and make this happen because I want to watch 5 minutes with Colin. Because first off, I want Rob to make a video in a fucking Irish accent.
Yeah.
No, I would be kind. I would be kind.
I wouldn't. He'd fuck your eyes out.
All right. Look
All
here.
good. All good.
What all I know in my head ain't all I know is what I read on Wikipedia. Okay. Because I got things in my head that's been there before Wikipedia was invented.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm giving you fair warning.
Is that like
outta
those?
here. You
Is
guys
that like
have
those
a good
5 commandments that got dropped?
Do what?
Is that like those 5 commandments that got dropped?
Yeah, we had that from Eastwind. Eastwind, I think, came through first. Keith dropped the third stone with the 5 extra commandments, Eastwind. And then Dustin, at the same time, there were 15 commandments. Keith dropped a tablet.
I don't know how this all got religious on my ass.
I think they were trying to save me from making a comment that literally your questions for Colin was reaching over, grabbing his hair and saying, "Say my name, bitch," because that's about the level of questions you gave him.
Well, you know, I do that every week. And that's what my job is.
I think I get the hardest. The hardest.
Colin got rode hard and put away wet.
Yeah, but that's but Keith. All credit to Keith. That's just based on all of our conversations. So Keith is spot on. They bring up the questions because they're brilliant questions, you know, and it's soul food and stuff that we all should know. You know what I mean? So fair play, Keith. Fair play to you. My hat.
It's a hard shirt to win. That's why only one person out of 10 or 11 shows have won it. Who was that?
Keith was making sure I definitely wouldn't win it tonight. Thankfully, Who were
the 2 winners? Was it Everett?
Look, Hobo over there on the charts, going back to the referee score on that point.
Everett and Dave.
Everett and Dabod, yeah.
Who was on last week?
Dash.
Did you crush Dash, Keith? I can't remember.
No, Dash didn't win. The only guy
was the only one
real early. I don't remember. Hell,
I think
Everett
was the only person, right? Joe Everett
and Dad Bod.
Yeah, just a couple. Yeah, no, it's a hard station. Keith,
Joe did a damn good job, man.
Keith should be installed as the next host of Jeopardy.
Yeah.
I ain't playing it, man. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here and try to get my back because
see you in the after show, Keith.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh my God.
Oh, Hobo, do you have any questions in there? I saw there were a couple.
I have quite a few. These are not in order. Carla wants to know best favorite memory of Ireland that you want to talk about?
My best favorite of Ireland? Probably going back. Yeah, it's probably going back to 1990. I was 16 years old. You know, my uncle and his pals. We're all pals. We all live in the housing estate. You know, and at that time, we were, I was 16. Drinking, the legal age was 18. So, a couple of older guys, they were buying beers, and of course, I was helping them drink the beers as well. But what we used to do, and what we did that summer, the summer of 1990.
Isn't that a song?
Yeah, it reminds me of the Bryan Adams songs, the summer of '69.
Yeah, 64.
Yeah, but we headed down the about 3 hours from where we lived. We headed down to a place on the coast called Inniscrone, and it was right on the beach. Like the circumference on the beach, the beach went round like it must have been 2 or 3 miles. You could walk. But we rented a caravan. We rented a place to stay down there, and it was just all the boys. You brought beers down with you. You brought your rucksack, your supplies, and we stayed there for a whole week, just boozing, and then. No, not just sitting boozing, but we're drinking, and then we're heading to like the arcade, and then at night time we'd all head to the disco, we're like, boogieing, in the disco, and then if you were lucky, you met a girl and you get out for a slow dance, and you always had to be careful because. If you had too many beers, and if you're smoking cigarettes when you didn't even smoke, if you went out for a slow dance, all of a sudden, your head would start to spin, Yeah. And no. Although it sounds silly, but no, stuff like that was amazing. I'll just show you a quick photograph. Hang on.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no. It's like the photograph is from back in that time in 1990.
All right.
It's me in the middle, right?
Okay.
And, on the denim jacket is an old pal of mine, a life.
Still wearing it?
Yeah, right, exactly. I saved it.
Oh, geez, look at you.
Yeah, this is an old pal of mine, lifelong. Both of them are lifelong. Warren McFarland. That's me in the middle. I was the youngest. And then the guy in the yellow shirt is Sean McGill. But that's down, you see where the beach goes all the way around, like I'm telling you? Yeah. That's and that's right on the Atlantic Ocean there. But
are you crying in that picture?
No, I think the sun was shining in my eyes. So
okay.
I was doing a Sam squinting,
All right.
Yeah, but no, that's stuff like that. Some of my best memories back in Ireland, just to answer the question. Sure, there's many more. I'll hold forever dear in my heart. And great memories in Ireland. One of the saddest things, and we all have walks of life, we all go our ways and we all have our stories.
Right.
Although it was my, it's my choice, I always loved America and I come to America and I'm very patriotic about this country. As I said before, I love this country, love our police, love our military, love our first responders, you know, but you always have that little thing in your heart that thinks back about the years that you missed with all these people, you know?
Right.
Because, you know, all these people now, plus maybe, you know, there's a few others as well.
Right.
They all have sons and daughters that are now married and have children. And I missed all that part. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I missed all that part. And, you know, that's just one little thing, you know, but I guess we all have those stories, right?
Yeah.
And I know that's quite deep, but you know what? It might be deep, but it's a fact of reality. You know, it's life in general. You know, that's where we come from. You know.
So that was to answer the what was your favorite memory from up in Ireland? Did you have some more questions there, Hobo?
Oh, we do.
Sorry about another filibuster answer there.
I'm about 20 minutes back, and I don't know what. Like I'm here. So Everett says, "What song would we hear if we got in Colin's truck right now?" And then every question beyond that's going to be backwards because I can't scroll back up. So it'll be reverse order.
If you get into my truck, my vehicle, what's going to be playing? Song?
Hang on, I have to get drunk real quick, Colin. Drunker.
Yeah. So the lights changed.
I'm with you.
The lights changed to match her color there. It just did. Thanks, Bobby.
Cheers.
I feel like we need to change the rules here that you two need to drink alcohol.
Well, I took lots of sips in my beer with that.
Now, if anybody get into my vehicle right now, you're going to hear
gunshots.
No, I'll be honest. What you're going to hear is 80s music. I love the 80s. You know.
Yeah.
I love many other genres of music, but I love the 80s. You know, I love Depeche Mode. You know, I love The Cure. You know, I love some of the old hair bands. You know, I just love the old 80s songs. The reason why is probably we can all attest to this is, you know, there's times I'm sitting there, I have a 45-minute drive, you know, you're listening to a tune and like that photograph I just showed you, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that big screen real quick. Hold that back up.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, it's like this photograph I'm showing you.
Yeah. I guess you're not crying in there.
No, I'm squinting because it's fun. But you know, there's some of those like the bands I mentioned, and there's many more as well. You know, I can almost smell and taste that moment. Yeah, you know, I can almost smell and taste that moment. It just takes you right there, you know.
Speaking of smell and taste, before I take this shot, Dustin Dwind wants to know, Colin, oh fuck, it moved. I hate you people. What smell or taste brings you back home?
Oh, that's a good one.
Is that what Dustin the Wind asked? What smell or taste brings me back home?
Yes, and I'm scrolling up through the chat. Jesus Christ, there's more questions. Go ahead.
You know what? It's hard to pinpoint one an actual one. Yeah, sure, you could grab a bottle of soda, you know, or something like that. But no, I think it comes on a different level. The smell or taste comes from a completely different level where, you know, you're not eating or you're not smelling, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just it's a magical moment. I would almost say it's on a spiritual level. You know what I mean? It's just something that just I can't explain it. It just strikes. Do you know what I mean? And and it comes more like a feeling. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, it's a great question, and I totally understand the question. Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you, Dustin Owen, for the question. Awesome, brother.
All right, I'm going to throw in a little something here. I have 3 different song lyrics written down. I'm going to start it. And let me see if you can finish it.
Hey, Rob, before you do that, can I get caught up with the chat? Because that's a lot of fucking scrolling. We're like a half hour.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, go ahead.
Carrie VA Chick wants to know, Colin, do you remember Gray Clark from the old school Redskins?
Heard of, remember.
All right, let me keep scrolling. I got to get back up to Everett's question because that was the second to the last question.
VA Chick is a diehard Redskins fan.
This is just a bunch of people giving Keith hell.
Yeah, that was a good time.
All right, so apparently I got caught up in 20 minutes and 4 seconds. Go ahead.
Oh, nice. Yeah, if you got any more questions, pop them in there. Also, let me put the StreamYard link in there if you want to hop on and ask Colin a question yourself.
Yeah, and ask me anything.
Right. Well, there you go. Ask him anything.
Yeah, I gosh.
Who was the third person to have sex in the world ever?
Yeah. There was also a painter.
Colin's like, what the fuck just happened here?
I'm going to say Van Gogh.
Let's see. All right, so lyrics. Let's see if you can get the next verse. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Should I sing it or should I just say the lyrics?
Sing it.
If I sing it, it might give it away.
All right, say them, Rob.
Or actually, it might actually just wreck it and ruin it worse. So maybe I'll sing it.
Sing it.
Sing it,
Why are there so many songs about rainbows?
Kermit.
What's it?
The Rainbow Connection.
Well, what's the next verse of the song?
Songs about me and you. I don't want to make up words.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows?
Rainbow Connection.
Nope. And what's on the
other side?
There you go. All right.
Hey, no.
There we're getting it. Now we're getting it. That was, I guess, a warm-up one.
Took a bit of spurring on.
Yeah. All right, we got some more questions in here. Hobo, get off your phone.
Listen, you're not my wife. You don't get to tell me what the fuck to do. I'm over here trying to get Squirrel on. I'm trying to bring people on, and you're over here like, oh, you need to focus on the show.
What's
right.
it?
I got another one. All right, you ready? You ready for this one?
Yes.
Colin?
Yep.
I remember how the song goes.
On top of old Smosky.
Yeah.
All
right, you ready? So I'll start singing it, and then you finish it out. Almost heaven, West Virginia.
Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountain, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads.
Oh,
We got the lighters going on. All right.
yeah, it's out of juice.
Got that one, Rob. That was awesome. Love that song.
Oh, we got somebody in the basement. Would like to ask you a question. We haven't seen them yet this tonight. You ready?
He said, "Take me home." You sung the shit out of that. I didn't have a question. I just wanted to be involved. Beautiful voice, man, and I love your teeth. I don't know if anyone's ever said that, but your top row of teeth are just beautiful. I mean, if I had titties, I'd want to taste them. Anyway,
Thank you.
what's going on, family? How you guys doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
What up, Phil?
Oh, not a lot, man. Not a lot. I was sitting there, I've been listening, and this has been a great freaking interview. And then the singing just got me, and I had to get me some Jamesons. There it is. Wait.
Yep.
Jamesons.
Cheers, Phil. Cheers.
All right, man.
Mhm.
I just think it's great that I have another man on the show who's drinking real alcohol and not water.
There is ice in here, but that's not my fault, man. I didn't want it warm.
Yeah.
Hey, you have ice. I have a plastic cup. I call that a draw.
There you go, sir. Thank you. Y'all put your hands together for a draw. I did bring sound effects. I'm sorry.
It's been fun. It's been fun. Yeah, it's been a fun evening. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. I do have a question. Colin.
Yes.
Your absolute most favorite song. I don't know if this question was asked, but your most favorite song, sir. Sung or not sung, heard, whatever, any song ever. What's your most favorite song?
I've got many, but one that Whitney Houston, The Greatest Love of All.
Oh, great song.
Powerful.
Yes, it is.
Powerful.
Surprising. I wasn't expecting that from you, sir.
And I've got, there's many.
Yeah.
But when I mention that song, Phil,
yeah,
it's from my childhood, and it's just a song. Nobody ever says, "Here, listen to this," or it's just a song that that was there at a certain time in my life.
Yeah,
and no crazy moment in my life or anything, but it was just something there.
No particular reason, just a beautiful song.
Yeah, and it's one that always. Where, as we talked earlier, somebody said, about you can smell a time or you can taste a time when you listen from the past. This is one of those ones that hits a home run.
That is a beautiful song. I got one, and it reminds me of you because this is a stretch. This is a reach. Phil Collins, just because you give me that Phil Collins look, you know what I'm saying?
Love
Brother Bear. Tell everybody I'm on my way. It's a Disney song by Phil Collins. Great song.
I love Phil Collins.
Yeah.
I love them. I love my Genesis as well. I loved them when I went solo.
Yeah.
Phil Collins is just a master drummer on the piano and his voice. What was that? He had an album out about 1986. Where he had Another Day in Paradise on it. I think the album's called But Seriously.
Okay.
86, Phil Collins. Brilliant album. It brings me back to those times again. Where you can smell, you can taste.
Yeah, because music now ain't worth a shit. None of it. I've turned into my father. That ain't music. There's no lyrics. I've turned into the old guy. But music nowadays ain't. I mean.
Yeah, you know what?
Back me up, Hobo. Back me up, Rob. Music nowadays, man.
Bang on.
So you don't like the
No. You know what kills me?
Fucking English here.
What
it's just
kills
random
me is,
shit.
and I'm not trying to be overbearing. Your interview called mumble rap. What the fuck is that? Dude, what the? You're not saying shit.
So Phil, it's funny you say that. Last time I saw my kids, it's about a 6-hour drive.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm gonna embrace this mumble rap. And I went on Spotify. I found a mumble rap fucking playlist, and I literally went through 6 of the 8 hours of this drive.
You bared that shit. I can't do it. And wait, and I don't want to surprise anybody. I'm a black guy, and I can't do that shit, man. I can't.
My thing was like, okay, maybe the first song, maybe it's not good. Maybe the second song is not good. I got 22,000 songs into this, and I'm like, I'm having a moment that I had with my dad 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Where he goes, "You call this music?" And I go, "Yes." And he goes, "Would you want it played at your wedding? Because that's how you decide what music is good." And I go, I don't understand what this guy's saying, but in 20 years from now, I'm going to have this moment. And I'm sitting in the middle of fucking buttfuck Egypt, Ohio, going, hata, 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 hata. What the fuck am I listening to? These guys aren't even fucking trying.
Someone in the middle has to say, I do. How about the I do too. That shit's terrible, man.
Carrie, I'm wearing 2 hoodies. It's actually warmer here than it was earlier when we had a blizzard out of the middle of nowhere. And by blizzard, not blizzard.
And Darnell, I'm off tomorrow. I got the doctors at 10 o'clock. So thankfully I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, Colin can sleep in tomorrow.
Yeah, for a little bit, right?
Yeah. Hey, Colin, we got one more. We got one more of these songs I put together for the lyric contest challenge. Not a contest. You're not going to win anything. You already missed out on the shirt.
I'm still looking for the shirt.
You know what, Hobo? We should have 2 shirts. We should have one that says "I survived the hot seat," and then they get a second shirt. I survived 5 minutes with Keith on the hot seat.
Yeah,
that way everybody gets a shirt that says
I have a great idea, Rob. I will make the shirts that say I survived 5 minutes with Keith, and your wife can make the I survived the hot seat shirts.
There you go.
You know what? They would be 2 brilliant additions. Yeah. I survived 5 minutes with Keith. And what was the other one? I survived the hot seat.
Yeah, all you got to do is just not fucking die on the hot seat.
Yeah. Yep. Are you ready for this other song here? Let's see if you can get the next lyrics.
Okay.
On a long and lonesome highway east of Omaha.
You're doing Bob Seger.
You can listen to the engine.
I feel like if Colin's not right, he's goddamn close.
Yeah, it's Bob.
One night song.
I can't remember that. On the road again. On the road again. We're on the road. On the road again.
Well, you got it at least.
Yeah.
You win. You won.
Yeah, I missed some of the
Turn the page. Yeah,
that's a good song.
Yeah, that's a great song. Oh my gosh.
I only did the 3 songs.
Rob,
we had some. I saw some other questions maybe get through. Hold on. Maybe not.
Did we all songs?
I feel like I'm caught up.
Yeah, I think so. I thought I saw one, but maybe not. What's that, Colin?
No, I was saying, did we all get the songs? I think. Wait.
Yeah, we had Rainbow Connection, sung by Kermit.
Yeah, I think we got them. Yeah.
And Country Roads.
Oh River. Yeah, and On the Road Again.
And then Turn the Page, Bob Seger.
Bob Seger. Yeah. No.
Hey, I'm gonna bounce out. I just want to say hi to Colin and Rob. Hobo, you guys are doing great. I'm still gonna be in the chat. I'm gonna bounce out though.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, love you guys.
Love you. Good to see you.
Hey, and everybody catch Phil from Daddy Cooks next week. Is it next week?
You're the one in charge. I just show up.
I know. I think it's next week.
I mostly don't know who the guest is until the day before.
It is. Yep. He's on next week. I just got to send a reminder.
Full's on next week?
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll be tuned in. Looking forward to it.
That'll be a good one. So anybody else have any questions for our friend Colin here? I'll post the StreamYard link one more time. If you want to hop on and ask me a question one-on-one.
Dustin, the Wind, Colin, any band in history?
Oh, yeah, that's the one I saw.
I would have loved to have seen the Doors.
Where'd it go?
The Doors. Robert Krieger, Jim Morrison, John Densmore, Ray Manzarek. I'd have loved to have seen the Doors. Yeah, I was a big Doors fan. Yeah.
All right, so Colin, I have to ask this question because I think you're probably going to have the most interesting answer to this question of all time.
Hobo, have mercy.
No, you already know what this question is going to be. Your Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we forgot all these questions.
Do you want to get a shutdown?
I don't want to take any more shots. I'm fucking tired of it. And now that I said that, some asshat's going to put fucking $20 in the fucking thing.
My Mount Rushmore. Well, I think it's quite awesome as how it stands. Who would I add?
No, you get to recreate the entire fucking thing from rip. Start over.
Yeah.
Any 4 people, your personal Mount Rushmore.
From the get.
It has nothing to do with America. It has to do with your personal life. If you could put 4 people up on a, I'm going to say granted, I don't know what the fuck that thing is. I'm drunk. You asshats are fucking giving me too many super shots.
It'd probably be like me, Hobo, like who else?
Gosh, guys.
I feel like if he puts me up there or you, he needs to put a gun in his mouth and just end this right now.
Oh, guys, it's guys.
Yeah, Mount Everett.
Who could we all put up on Mount Rushmore? You know what I mean?
This isn't a team effort. This is a Colin answer.
Yeah, to put in high school, my history teacher really went far and beyond.
Nah, there's so many you could put up there. What you got? 4 or 5? 4 or 5.
This girl and that guy. Okay, first off, Colin, I'm not going to hear your answer. I'm going to go pee because hope.
Yeah, I got a pee too.
Fucking wrecked.
All right, I'll report that.
Yeah, I got a pee too. But you know what? As far as Mount Rushmore is concerned, by gosh, there's so many heroes you could put up there. You know what I mean? Maybe from our military, there are police, there are first responders. And I just there's people in history that have stood out and are well documented, but I just can't mention 4 or 5. You know what I mean? I would say for all our military who have given the ultimate sacrifice, all our police, firefighters, first responders, all over the world, from all the wars, till this day, your faces are on Mount Rushmore, and that's how I feel.
All right, so Colin, go pee or whatever the hell you needed to do. I can wait it out. I still owe.
Did you do the carry one?
I did 1, so I owe Tom 1, but I'll wait till Colin gets back.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Everybody else is taking. Oh, I'm drinking some water. I drank 3 drinks of water. Hobo's here taking it to the dome. God. So what do you want to talk about, Rob? At this point, fuck it.
Well, we got let's see who the guests are coming up. So we have Daddy Cooks coming up next week. I think the week after that we have Patriot Barbecue.
I know that guy. I have a shirt of his.
He's
How
in
did
Texas,
you end up
right?
with that?
He was on Dash's chat last night. He has he sells barbecue out on the road there. Got a little setup going on in Texas somewhere there. Should be a fun one.
Huh? You talking about the right channel?
Patriot
lives
Barbecue.
in New York. He lives in New York.
It looked like Texas. I just assumed Texas. He had like Texas flags on his
You sure you got the right channel?
He's got like a on the icon.
Are we dabbing now? What is going on here?
He's like holding a flag and he has like a tri-corner hat, like a cartoon soldier guy. There's an American flag behind him and it has a Patriot Barbecue. No, I'm gonna say
maybe there's more than one Patriot Barbecue.
I bet there is.
Back.
Good, I can go pee. Colin, Rob, talk amongst yourselves.
I'm gonna text you this channel link.
Who? Me?
Hobo. Actually, you know what? Let's put it in the channel. So he's up the week after Daddy Cooks. You guys can go check him out and say, "Hey, Mr. Homeowner sent you." No, say Hobo and just say the hot seat sent you.
Awesome, guys.
Chandler says, "Oh, I see you in the basement there. Hold on."
We still got some people in the basement.
We got one person in the basement.
Mm.
All right, Grumpus says Patriot Barbecue. Brian is in Texas. Yeah, Texas barbecue guy. Let me go back to here. All right, Tom, I'm leaving your super chat up on the screen until Hobo gets back. So how do you think you're doing so far, Colin?
Oh no, it's been a brilliant evening. No,
I think everybody's having a great time.
Yeah, you know what? I love the questions. You know, I love getting in the just deep conversation about about life. About just experiences and I've like us all. I've had a lot of them, and sometimes it's intriguing. When you hear from somebody from a different corner of the world, just like I'm intrigued when I hear, different guests coming on the hot seat, just, the background, where they come from, experiences. And it's always beautiful. I always think to hear somebody opening up and, just, firing off the shots, as far as, again, experiences are concerned. And no, it's been fabulous, Rob. And hopefully I don't think I've done good, or I don't think I've done bad, but hopefully our good family here tonight enjoyed the show, because I can tell you what,
definitely.
I enjoyed all your company, all your questions, all your comments. Keith jumped in with his historical stuff, brilliant. As Rob said earlier on, you quoted something I said a little bit before. Hey, we're always learning. Then Mr. Hobo jumping in here, and Hobo's the man for all seasons. He just off a 60-day straight marathon, and Hobo's always here, and it's you guys are, and all you guys are just, I know it was through Keith that we all had this beautiful opportunity to all meet one another. So cahoots and hats off to Keith. But no, it's just always a lovely experience, you know.
Yeah.
Thankfully tomorrow, you know, I have a 10 o'clock doctor appointment, so that means I can stay up a little bit longer, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful for that as well, you know.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's been absolutely fabulous, you know, and no, awesome. I can't express it, you know. Yeah.
Well, we got somebody else in the basement here. Basement, are you ready to come out?
If they super shot me, I'm gonna die.
No, I don't think they're gonna. Hey, Darnell, what's going on?
Darnell's back.
Man, I was gonna leave out. I was like, Rob must don't want me to come on.
I saw you.
I started to have a private concert by myself. But anyway, so I had one more question for Colin. And
that's a pretty cool turtleneck you got on there.
Oh my God!
Oh, it's my
your turtleneck up too high. Oh,
no,
okay.
it's my COVID mask.
All right.
But I was outside smoking. For some reason, it decided to be like 42 degrees tonight. So
yeah,
it's chilly tonight, Darnell. I just knocked out the heat.
Yeah, so I just put it on so I can. I just got a fresh haircut last night, so now my hair's cold. So
I'm going tomorrow.
So I put this on to keep my head warm while I was outside smoking.
Mm-hmm.
But so Colin, I do need some help. I need some help, and I feel like you might be a subject matter expert on this. Okay,
I'll try my best, brother.
So I came across some Irish bangers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, do I cook these for breakfast with some eggs or whatever? So I got this damn box of Irish bangers. Now I don't know what the fuck to do with them.
Good stuff. Get Hobo to send you down that can of Heinz beans that he's got. Yeah.
Do what?
Hobo has a can of Heinz baked beans, right? You get those bangers. Okay. Darnell, those bangers, I love them. Love them. Right?
So I'm just gonna make some baked beans to go with them. That's it.
You could do.
It's not the same. It's not the same thing, Darnell. Do you have a World Market by you?
No.
Oh, there's another name, and I can't think of what it's fucking called.
Well, whatever it's called, I got them from Restaurant Depot, so it doesn't matter.
They don't have them at Restaurant Depot. But hang on,
Darnell. Years ago, when we used to have that. There you go. Yeah.
it's an English can of Heinz baked beans. It's basically what you would think baked beans would be for you and I, but they're in spaghetti sauce.
Yeah.
It's a fucked up taste if you're not used to it. But that's what the baked beans and the English Irish breakfast is.
Darnell, have you hit the hardest taste up by what's the name of the road? It's down by Austin, Alexandria.
No, the only Harris Teeters I've been to in our area is the one that's in DC.
Yeah, there's one up in
by Eastern Market.
Yeah, there's one a little bit closer. And the name of the road is it eludes me right now. But those bangers, there's many ways that I used to have them. Back. If you want to go back to,
I mean, so like, can I do something like I don't know. So mine is the beans, because the only beans I got is like Bush's baked beans, and I got black beans.
Welcome.
I have black beans with jalapenos mixed in and stuff like that. So
a simple meal years ago when I was growing up in Ireland, and it's considered a poor man's meal.
Well, I'm poor.
Yeah, I'm poor too, right? But it was packet of bangers. You know, you fried them up, or else you could bake them in the oven, which they're really, really good. Mashed potatoes, sweet peas, onions, and gravy.
So almost like a shepherd's pie type of deal.
Yeah, simple meal on a dish. And you know what? There's now and then I'll still make it. You know, I'll still make it just because, you know, as somebody, as we said 5 times before, you know, you can smell or you can taste it. And I guess this is the smell and the taste experience, you know, of going back to your old days, you know. And no, you can do that. And Darnell also, you know, those sausages, those bangers that you have, great in a breakfast, you know. You know, the sausages, fried egg, you know, fried tomato, throw in your hash browns, you know, and this is just adding stuff on. You know, you can make a great breakfast. I love them, you know. Or else there's sometimes, you know, not using these bangers, but you know, the same scenario. You know, I'll go out and I'll buy Johnsonville sausage.
Yeah, the Johnsonville bratwursts are great.
Yeah, the bratwurst, beerwurst, you know, whatever they got. I'll slice them up. I'll do them in a bolognese, and you know, I'll do a nice spaghetti along them, a nice pasta. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, there are multiple things you can do with them. You're not limited at all. But those Heinz BBQ that Hobo has are the key if you're doing it in breakfast style. Those Heinz baked beans are the key. Yeah, and it's very simple, you know.
So Darnell, I just dropped the link. You're gonna have to look up the baked beans part. Heinz baked beans. It's a blue can. It's literally only blue.
And this is the same Heinz that makes the Heinz ketchup, right?
It is, but they have a handful of like other different things that they do.
Yeah, I'm just double checking. That's all.
They also have Heinz malt vinegar. I don't know if there's any.
Yeah. Oh man, their malt vinegar goes great on French fries.
Oh,
yeah,
my favorite. Yeah,
malt vinegar and French fries.
I could almost put the bottle to my mouth. Yeah, no. No, I love malt vinegar. Yeah.
Okay. So
Bobby Canton says Amazon has the Heinz beans.
Well, other than the beans, I pretty much think I have everything else. But I was just more asking about like the process, because I did look at a couple of recipes and they call for like mashed potatoes, and then some call for like eggs. I even saw one with sunny side up eggs on top of the grits. I'm like, I don't think grits are Irish, but that was like, I guess that was like somebody's rendition to like, okay, it's breakfast time, so we're not eating mashed potatoes, so we're going to use grits instead. Yeah. So
good stuff. All
right, so we got. I don't mean to kick you out there now. We got one more person in the basement. And then we're probably going to wrap it up pretty soon and start the after show, and then we'll just have everybody on.
Darnell, see you in the after show.
Okay.
All right, brother.
Thanks, Darnell.
Peace.
All right, let me bring up the other basement dweller. And I thought I saw, I don't know if somebody had a question, maybe not.
Who's that guy?
I can't believe you did that, man. I so wanted you to bring me in when Darnell was still there.
No, we're only doing one at a time right now.
Well, hey, anyway, right now I'm just biding time now. I'm waiting for him to be able to read the chat. So, but anyways, he was talking about bangers.
Yep.
Colin's Northern Irish. He don't know nothing about bangers. I do, because I live in southern Indiana. you brown your bangers and fry them in a fucking skillet till they're just like almost done. and then you take them out and set them on a plate, and let them sit.
Oh, you
And
definitely got it
throw
right.
you a shit ton of onions in your skillet, and you saute them up, caramelize them real good, and and then you take you some Guinness, and you pour your Guinness in your skillet, and then you take your bangers back out, and you put them in the skillet with the Guinness and the onions. Let it simmer for 15 minutes. Some fucking mashed potatoes. That's how you do fucking bangers and mash.
Keith,
I'm just
delicious.
saying.
Keith,
and I'm just a fucking
delicious.
lonely Hoosier here.
No, Keith. No,
Donnell,
Keith.
I hope you saw or heard any of this.
No, Keith, you're spot on. You definitely got to brown them. It's like a pork chop, you know. The you make your pork, you brown your pork, you know what I mean? But same as the bangers, you know, which is pig, right? Definitely, Keith. You brown the bangers. That's
Rob ain't even here. Hobo, I'm gonna tell you, fuck the after seat, man. I ain't gonna be there.
Oh no, you're still there, Keith. You'll be there.
Colin, this has like been the longest hot seat since Rob and Hobo took it back over. You know?
Really?
And when I got stuck in the basement, you still had 30 people fucking watching you. And it's been steady all night, man, you know.
Fair play to the guys. They put on a great show. Hobo and Rob do a great job. And Keith, you interacting and jumping in there, I tell you what, it's priceless.
It's mostly him. I just sit here and create fuckery.
No.
Oh, can I tell you something, Hobo? Hobo, I want to tell you something. I got a message from Jeff the other day. And he said, I'm going to be in town next week, and I'll drop Hobo's grill off for you, or to you. I don't know how you worded it, but I'm like, Hobo left that fucking grill here 3 years ago. I never used it.
It's just there for people to try out. I don't give a shit. Try it, run it.
Well, Jeff tried to fuck out of it, man.
That's the thing. Is
but
I've told people before, is HMB, Heavy Metal Barbecue. He gave me his one smoker, and he's got this thing. He put a video up the other day, and he's like, if you wait about a year and a half, I'm going to get bored with this, and you can have it. I'm not looking forward to that, but it's one of those things of, I understand that, been there, done that, ran it, did it. It's fun.
Yeah.
Let somebody else have fun. And that's the thing with the Santa Maria girls. I left at your house and I left at Lep's house. Let other people have fun.
Yeah.
Let them do their thing. Whether they enjoy it or not doesn't matter, but they got to try something different.
The only reason I bring that up is because we were in a chat, and this been a month or two ago, and people was talking about Keith Fest, and they was wanting to know about cookers and shit. And somebody said, how many cookers do you have? And Hobo says, he's got enough.
Well, the thing is,
well, so now I got one more. So
the thing is that people don't understand what they don't understand is that you like me have a ridiculous amount of cookers. That being said, let's be honest here. We got a 36-inch Blackstone. We've got a Weber Smoky Mountain. I don't know how fucking girthy the motherfucker is. I don't give a fuck. You got a Weber kettle, and you've got a rusted out Acorn Grill or Char Griller Grill, whatever the fuck it is. And I'm probably missing some shit. But at the same time, that all being said, that's a lot of fucking real estate that most people don't have.
Oh,
so when people are like, "Oh, you're going to have 20 people,"
I'll grant you that, and I'll grant you the fact that I don't know how to cook on any of them.
But the thing is that when you're like, "Oh, we're going to have 20 people over," you're like, "Do I need to bring a big ass grill?" No, we're good.
No, everybody else can pick their own fucking choice of poison here. You know, cook what you want or whatever.
But the thing is that from a size standpoint, like we don't need a.
No, you don't need.
I don't know, a fucking
8,000 gallon tank. No, you
right.
don't need that. No,
we're gonna be fine. It's all gonna work out. It's gonna be great.
But as you said, when the question was asked, how many cookers does he have? And you said, enough. I just, and then when Jeffy sent me that message the other day, and I'm like, wow, I got one more now. So, fuck you, man. We got this cooker shit. We can do it all. But,
it's not hard. And here's the thing that's fucked up.
Too, hell, I got my stove and my oven. Hell, we got
the fucked up thing is even if you had 100 people show up.
Yeah. Oh, it wouldn't matter. No.
Okay, so you eat at 5 o'clock and Rob eats at 5:30. Who gives a fuck?
Cook on that,
Hey, I'm going to bring this to a close. We're going to hop over to After the Hot Seat channel. I'm going to start it up so I can put a link in the chat here, and also I'll put the StreamYard link. Everybody's welcome to hop onto the StreamYard.
Hold on, Rob.
Yeah.
Colin, let me say, when I jumped in here last, you still had 30 people here. You've had 30 people here for, damn near 3 hours.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That has to be some kind of a record. If it ain't, I'm going to make it one right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, Colin, you did a good job.
Nah, thanks.
Hobo, Rob, you guys always do a good job.
Yeah, no, you guys are awesome. You guys are.
It's been fun, and all right, I'm gonna get out of here and go try to find a link if he puts it in here.
I just put them both in the chat. You have the link to the StreamYard for the new show, and you have the link to the after show itself.
Oh, I can't fucking click on that. Hold on.
I'm gonna hang on.
You gotta go back into your YouTube channel. And your YouTube link.
Oh my God! All right, don't get out of here until I find the link. So let me get out of here and go find YouTube. Give me 3 or 4 or 12 minutes.
I just Facebooked it to you as well.
No, not like that, man. Come on.
Here, let me text it, and then I'll also call you and read it off.
Rob, did you get my text earlier? Like a couple.
I did.
All right. Yeah. No.
I did. You said Rob Colin.
Yeah. I just was brief. Just Save my number, save yours, and pass it on to Hobo, Link, and Keith, and everybody else. Yeah. So we're in touch.
Yeah.
Where did Hobo go?
He already hopped onto the new one.
Oh, he's over there.
He waited. He forgot we were going to say goodnight to everybody first.
Yeah.
So Colin, appreciated having you on tonight.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you in the chat all the time, and had a really good time tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, me too. Yeah, no, it was a massive privilege, Rob and Hobo, to be brought on your show, and
great. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I'm always here, and
well, it's people like you that make us be here,
Yeah, so. I'm a big supporter of you guys, and I love you guys. You know what I mean? Good people.
I would love you too.
Yeah, amen, brother.
All right, folks, find us on the other channel, After the Hot Seat, and thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next week with Daddy Cooks.
Thank you.